What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And today we're going to be talking about your free golden ticket and your last chance to actually get it, which will be tonight at around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have seen a lot of people leaving comments showing you guys the different time zones. Obviously, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now where getting a golden ticket is not the most important thing. But if you are fortunate enough to be able to have time to try to get it for free, I would try to encourage you to do it if it doesn't affect anything that's going on with your livelihood, because obviously, you know, your life is more important to me than worrying about a golden ticket. So if you're not safe and you're not able to do it, you know, because of that, because of certain situations, then don't worry about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll do something where they'll give us an opportunity to get a free golden ticket after, like a real, instead of getting a collectible and making your own 99, maybe they'll do something where, you know, they'll give us some missions or whatever to give us something towards getting it, you know, just to kind of help out the situations, because there are a lot of things going on right now that's more important than Madden, all right? But I am going to tell you guys exactly what we need to do. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the store and grab me some, I'm going to grab me a pack right quick. Like, what's going on in here? Yeah, all these packs is garbage, though, low-key. We're going to spend 40K today, though. Pretty much a daily objective situation, and then we're going to go over what happened, you know, the original date of Tuesday. It was really, really bad. A lot of you guys tweeted me like, yo, Gmi, I can't get on. I don't know what's going on. I've played the solo, and the solo didn't count. It was a lot of weird things going on. EA Sports did extend the amount of time that you had to actually complete it. I don't know if that helped a lot of you, because many of us, like myself, are on a time schedule. So by the time they fix it, it's like, yo, I gotta go. It was pretty weird. You know, but overall, with everything that was going on, you know, some of us were able to get it done. To my knowledge, I don't think any of my viewers were able to pull a golden ticket on PS4. Maybe you know somebody that pulled one. It is what it is. But there's going to be 5 more available tonight, both for the PS4 and the Xbox. Like I said before in the original video, nobody cares about the PC users, so there will be no golden tickets going on. I don't know why it's like that, bro. Contact EA Sports and see what's good. Maybe because you guys don't have a lot of people that are playing on the PC. That could be an issue. That's making it so that it's not really worth their time to go through that aspect. But that's the way that it is with Madden. I don't know if Madden is going to be one of those games, you know, in our time period right now it's gonna take some time to get more people on the PC playing it. It's always been like that console. You know what I'm saying? We've always had the console feel. So that's something that I believe is, you know, the reason behind it, because you kind of like stay with it. It's not like Fortnite and other things where you can have an advantage of using a keyboard. So it's not, you know, in that regard, something that really is exciting to do on a PC. Like playing football using a keyboard, it just seems better to use a, you know, an actual controller. You know, so I don't know if that's ever going to become a situation where it's going to be on and popping on PC. But don't worry about that. What we have to worry about right now is this. Now, what is it? Not last week. The beginning of this week when they did the first one, what happened was you went to the challenges, and it's going to be the top thing there. All right? When we were clicking on it, nothing was happening, though, for a while. And then we got in. And then, like I said, I played the first one. I did everything I had to do. I think it was like get like 30 yards each quarter. I did all the bonuses, and then I didn't even get credit for the game. But then the second and the third game I finished, and then I got 1,000 coins. So it wasn't anything real crazy. It is what it is. You know, I didn't get anything, and like I said, I'm not aware of who got, you know, the other golden tickets, but that's where you're gonna find it. You're gonna find it at the top of your challenges at about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so remember, the first one was at 9 p.m. This is gonna be at 10 p.m. I also want to make sure you guys understand that they are going to be gating Weekend League and solo battles. So if you're playing a game and it's around 10 o'clock, you are gonna get booted, and it's a chance that you're gonna get losses in both modes. All right, so I'm making sure you guys understand that. Please, once you hear that in the video, write it in the comments. Like, yo, house rules, not house rules, you know, Weekend League and solo battles will be gated. Because, you know, a lot of people just come to the video and they don't listen to anything that happens, and they just write a comment like, you know, what's going on. They don't listen to it. And, you know, my diehard viewers, bro, that listen, you guys usually hold it down and write it in the comments to help these guys out, because they act like they're watching, but they're not. Please write it in the comments for me that, you know, tonight during the golden ticket, you know, when it's going to be going on from like 10 to 11, unless they change it to extend it, there will be no Weekend League during that time and no solo battles. It will be gated. All right. Now we're going to go back and dive into some of the best, you know, golden tickets you can make. I've been hearing a lot of things about a Calvin Johnson middle linebacker because he can play, you know, tight end as well, and it's like you're getting a dual thing. Now, for me, I don't know if EA is going to do that. And see, this is the thing that people don't understand. They did say that you're going to have your own physical chem slot and all that stuff, so that's all good. You will get the boost with the speed and all that, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible because I've been getting some like real weird things going on. But I like the concept, but I think EA is trying to stop that because they're doing that like with the salary cap. If you see a lot of these other players that are actually, you know, competing with the salary cap mode and they're having guys play out of position, when you listen to EA Sports reaction about it, they don't really like it. So I don't know if they're going to do that, especially with the fact that, you know, everybody knows what you're going to be doing. So pretty much you're going to be gaining an advantage because if you could get that middle linebacker in Calvin Johnson, everybody knows he's going to tight end. The only thing is he won't get the right abilities. You see what I'm saying? I don't think anybody thought about that because remember, in order for the players to play the right way, they need certain abilities. They need post-flag elite. They need streak specialist. You won't get that at middle linebacker. He'll still be a defensive player. So when you put him in those positions, he won't do what he's supposed to do. Just so that we're on the same page. And I think that that's beneficial because it helps players to understand, like, yo, listen, they're trying to really stop the out of position madness. Like that's what they're trying to do. So for instance, like George Kittle, right? Let me just give you an example of what's going on so that way you guys pretty much understand it, right? If we go to George Kittle and we say, look, because remember, this was one of the guys that I asked you guys. I'm like, yo, if you get something like that, you know, George Kittle will probably, you know, be a good player to do something with. Now, remember, if you look at his final tier, it's 89 speed, which goes to what? Okay, we had 4, so he goes to a 93 speed with 49ers chem. But he has crazy run block. He has all this craziness. You wouldn't have to do much to him. And then you have him at tight end, and we already have good middle linebackers. Most of us already have Ryan Shazier. Let me know who your team captain is. But I think most of us, we have Ryan Shazier and we have Patrick Willis, who are, in my opinion, the best middle linebackers in the game. So why add Calvin? What, as a user, when most of us, like, we're using our safeties? You see what I'm saying? Like, realistically, it doesn't make any sense to go out of your way to get a dual type of player. So for those of you guys that were asking me the best, if you make this guy super fast, he's a glitch automatically because you don't got to really do anything crazy. And even if the EA said we can't do anything with the speed, they're going to have to up his speed. I don't know how many of you guys remember, he was a 99 speed in Madden 19 as well. So, you know, these are the things that I look at and I'm like, it would be ideal to do that because he's going to eat wildly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be really, really crazy, the things that this guy's going to do. Now, remember, he's 6'4". So I would want a 6'5", 6'6" tight end that's super fast. So what's that dude from the, what's the name? He's on the Raiders, right? Is it Waller? He might actually be a glitch, but you might have to get his run block up. Because in all honesty, with the way that the game works, you're going to want to make sure that you can do certain things with those players. So you would put them in tight formations where you could run the ball, but then also they have abilities with, like, obviously streak specialists, they got post route elite, they got those things because that's what makes the game, you know, what it's supposed to be. And that's what the issue is. Like, how we're going to make the best players. Look, hey, he's 93 speed. I think that I played a guy that after the game was over, you know, he tweeted me. A lot of you guys that play against me, you tweet me like, yo, GG's, Gmia, you know, whether you beat me, I beat you, whatever. And then you'll give me information about what was going on in the game. So I think that this one guy said with Raiders chem, Waller already goes to a 99 speed. So if that's the case, that's actually really, really wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually really, really crazy that that's even going on. So let's take a look at what's going on. What? Hold on. Is that his pop? Hold on. What? Okay. Like, bro, like, okay. Like, you look at it like, hold on, is that real? Like, hold up. 129? Okay. Like, it's a pop, bro. 68 overall? Like, okay. All right. So look, anyway, before I was really interrupted by whatever idiot decided to do that, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with this. All right. So look. He goes to 93 with the power up, so 96 speed. So 96 speed and he's 6'6". This is a wild card. All right, I'm not saying wild card like it's a wild card, like it's like crazy. I'm just saying wild, like in savage, like jungle status, like monkeys jumping over you, monkeys at the zoo throwing dookie at you, like it's crazy. I played, like I said, the guy told me, hold on, so it was 93, he goes to 96, so he was at 98 speed, I guess, right? He told me it was like 99, but I guess it was 98 speed, and he's 6'6", and I believe he gets all those abilities. So this guy right here, he would actually be a very, very interesting card to go after. Now, let me just make sure about something, because remember, they gave us those power-ups before with missions that we were able to go ahead and get free power-ups. So let me just make sure that he's not in this one. All right, so Mark Andrews was another guy that was pretty decent. All right, so he's not here, so you can't do nothing with this. But that power-up is way too expensive. All right, but I'm just giving you guys some insight as far as what could really dominate the game. Because once you start doing that, with like the height doesn't matter unless they have abilities. So let me show you what I'm talking about. The reason that I would probably use George Kittle at wide receiver the same way I would use Darren Waller is because they're fast, right? So, but not only are they fast, they have crazy blocking and crazy other stats that'll throw dudes on their butt cheeks, right? So look, when we look at his abilities, he gets everything that like Randy Moss gets. He gets all that stuff. So he would actually like, he would be really, really good with everything that he does. Cause I think, yeah, he gets post flag elite. Obviously outside apprentice and all that stuff, but we would give him slot apprentice, I believe, right? Because doesn't he? Oh, he gets tight end apprentice. 4 additional hot routes when lined up as tight end. No, we can't do that because we don't want him at tight end. And why is he only getting outside apprentice? Oh wow, he doesn't get slot apprentice. That's bad. All right, so we can't really do nothing with him. I thought he got slot apprentice also, because slot apprentice is the real glitch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one where it's like, all right, we're gonna do somebody dirty tonight. But the matchup nightmare, streak specialist, and post flag elite, those are all really good. I guess because we'd be playing him at wide receiver and not at tight end. I guess we would probably see that'll be difficult. Because we would have to leave him at tight end in order for him to be successful. And then I guess we don't really need Moss. We could take Moss's, just let Moss run streaks, but then Moss would be useless to us. You see what I'm saying? Like we would have him on a streak, but then he wouldn't jump for the ball. And I know it sounds weird with what I'm saying to you guys, but if you don't have streak specialists on your players, when you throw a streak to them, if you try to like get in front and jump, they won't jump. In certain cases, even with streak specialists, they don't jump. But it's even more likely that they're never going to jump, no matter how tall they are. They could be 10 feet tall. EA will let them get picked up by a dead roach. Like the dead roach will just jump up and pick you off if you don't have streak specialists. But this kind of, it ruins what we're trying to do, because I would want to have him, you know, on the inside, but we won't get the additional, situation. But he gets the post flag elite, which is good. He gets, you know, the streak specialist. We need to get that slot apprentice though. I don't like this, bro. We can't do nothing with this, man. You know what I'm saying? So we have to go find another tight end that can actually get that stuff, because the slot is where, like that's where you eat. You know what I'm saying? That's where you make it so it's crazy, and it kind of off. It makes everything off. Like if you don't have him doing what he's supposed to do at that position, no matter where he is, it's gonna hurt. And like I said, if we wanted to leave him in the you know, at the tight end position, like we want to run strong close or eye close, but I don't like those formations, so he wouldn't necessarily be going up against a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I didn't realize that he didn't have the slot apprentice, but more than likely with golden ticket he would. So you would just put him at receiver, and you wouldn't have to use this secondary position to make him a wide receiver. Just sub him in a game and just make sure he has post flag elite and all that stuff, and he would be fine. But these are the things that you have to start to look at when you're trying to go really, really OP. As far as running backs with human joystick, I told you guys already, I believe that any of the ultimate legends, like the future ones that come out, especially like a Barry Sanders, maybe a LaDainian Tomlinson, if they decide to go that route, they're going to have human joystick. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you want to waste it on that, but these are specific skill positions that I would look to do if you were able to get a collectible and you can make your free golden ticket. Those would be, you'd be crazy with it. Maybe give Aaron Rodgers more speed because he has the fastest release. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did that, because he's the best quarterback in the game just because of release. You give him crazy speed, he's better than everybody else, Michael Vick, whatever. But I don't know if EA would do that. I believe they control that whole speed situation, so we would have to gauge that as well. And then as far as defensively, you know, any edge rusher, just giving him crazy speed on the outside. You know, I would like Julius Peppers because he can go to D tackle and just go wild in the middle with crazy numbers, and he has the 99 finesse. He'll just go crazy, and then you can put him at linebacker, D tackle, or end. You know, some of you guys talk about Deion Sanders with hit power and press, I guess, but Night Train Lane is already there. You know what I'm saying? You can make Sean Taylor super fast, LT super fast. You know, like there's so many other things that you can do to make it so that it's something where it's really, really serious and OP, but it's really, really up to you guys. You know, you're the one that's going to probably be pulling one of the free cards. So, like I said, I would focus more on the offensive side of the ball and giving the tight ends speed and, you know, keeping their run blocking or making it higher and all that stuff. And just always knowing that your opponent has to worry about the fact that you can just come out and run the ball even though you're in run sets because the tight ends are playing wide receiver. So that's my assessment of it. I don't know which way you guys want to go with it. Please let me know where you're going with it. If you do pull a golden ticket, let me know. If you need any help, tweet me at GmiasWorld, and then we'll go from there. But I would avoid anything that doesn't make sense. And a middle linebacker, you know, Calvin Johnson will not be able to get offensive chems, you know, because it wouldn't make sense. So without certain abilities, your players just don't react. So it wouldn't make any sense. That's my opinion. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Hopefully you're having a blessed day. Stay safe. Until next time. One love, y'all.